because it does remind me of a time in my life, just being really young, when you don't control what's on the radio, when your parents do, and my mom would play this song along with all the Scorpion hits, so it takes me back. Hey, welcome to another episode of Supadupa. It's your boy Papi Vazquez, and we are kicking off today, even though you're probably gonna see this late. I don't know why I said that. With a cover. I was so impressed with Jungkook's cover that I was just like, you know what? I want to see all my favorite artists do covers. Because I think that's so interesting. It shows their talent. One thing is to write your own song, prepare your own song, practice your own song. But another thing is to learn somebody else's song, then play somebody else's song, and then make an iconic song your own. We are going to be reacting to Chanyeol covering Wind of Change by Scorpion, which my mom loved. So I was born in 88 in LA. And so it was right around the time of like 80s hair or glam metal in LA. You have bands like Poison, Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, just a whole bunch of iconic bands coming out of LA. So my mom was in that scene. And Scorpion was not in the scene. I think they're from Germany, possibly. Or are they from Germany? Or maybe Australia. I don't remember where Scorpion is from, right? But I know they're not from here, but they had huge songs at the time. And so Chanyeol is covering Wind of Change, so I'm really familiar with the song, and I'm really excited to see how he does and how it works. So I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna get into it, because I know that's what you guys are here for, not for hearing me talk about an intro all long and drag it out and stuff like that. So, all right. Chanyeol, Wind of Change. Let's go.
Special stage. Music makes miracle.
Oh, damn, he's playing guitar too. Ooh. So sometimes I forget that Chanyeol is an amazing guitarist. God, that was badass, with your traditional whistle. So he's not just only covering it vocally, he's covering it musically, which is badass. All right, let's go back.
Summer night, soul just passing by, listening to the wind of change.
Okay, hold up. First of all, I just want to say that emotionally, I'm really attached to this song because it does remind me of my mom. And God, not only is he singing good or great, but then his playing too. This is like, I don't know, tears above what I was expecting so far, man. Like, this is really nostalgic, and it's beautiful, like, damn, it's so badass. Oh. Get the fuck out of here. Man, man, these girls or these fans are just like, I love their faces, because it's like you can tell that they're really enjoying and not taking for granted the fact that they're watching this amazing performance live. If I'm getting emotional and feelings just watching it, I can only guess what they're going through, but that guitar, like, God, he's such a skilled guitarist. Because so when you put on all that distortion, right? Like your pickups pick up everything that you're doing. So the fact that he's playing so clearly just goes to show how good of a musician he is. I'm really impressed. To see him play an instrument is amazing.
The future's in the air, can feel it everywhere, blowing with the wind of change. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow dream away in the wind of change.
Uh,
Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow dream away.
yeah, they keep showing her. Yo, she feels it. She feels it. It's a beautiful song too. I mean, like the message of the song is emotional. Like honestly, like just listening to it gets me in my feels. So, and I think old girl, you know, with the little light, she embodies that. She's like, man, like honestly, like what I feel inside is like she's showing it on the outside. It's a beautiful song, and he's doing a great job of singing. Like, yo, he's talented as hell. That's nuts. Oh. That's so clean. On a Fender. Man. For real, dude. Man, that was great. That was great. Man, that was special to me. Because it does remind me of a time in my life, you know, just being really young, when you don't control what's on the radio, when your parents do. And my mom would play this song along with all the Scorpion hits, you know. So it takes me back. Like, it's crazy because Chanyeol and Kpop and EXO is something new to my life. I mean, literally less than, or about 2 years now that I've been reacting to the boys and him and knowing who the hell he is, you know, like that's new. And it like two worlds collided because that was something old. Like I still listen to Scorpion every now and again, you know, very rarely, but when I do, like it always reminds me of being young, you know, and being, you know, listening to my mom play this music. So I wasn't expecting to get as emotional as I got listening to this, but listening to him perform, man, the time that it takes to learn a song and then like not just to sing it, but to play it so cleanly and to go between effects. I know that, you know, somebody's out there messing with the effects on his guitar. He doesn't have to do it, but still, he's singing a song that isn't his. He's playing a song that isn't his. He's got all these different parts because he goes from almost like an arpeggio chord picking on some parts to flat out metal like soloing, you know. And in the intro, he does this little like it's called palm muting, yet picking, and like the techniques that he went into. Like I've been playing guitar for a long time, obviously not professionally, obviously not consistently because, you know, it's a hobby. But for me playing as long as I have, like to play what he did, I would have to practice a lot. And maybe he does play his guitar more, and maybe, I mean, it's his job, so maybe it's easier for him. And as the more you do it, the time to learn something is less. But still, that was a great cover. I really enjoyed it. Let's get into our quote of the day. This quote is from, doesn't say who it's from, but the quote says, "I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel." And this is something that I've always thought about. Like, it's hard here because you guys aren't really physically in front of me, you know, and I love talking to new people and meeting new people. I was a career salesperson for a long time. And honestly, like, I think one of my insecurities is like, I want people to have a good time around me. So I try really hard to make them laugh. And by making them laugh, it's like kind of like I'm almost like trying to guarantee that they'll remember me in a positive way. Maybe it's an insecurity. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I really take this quote to heart. You know, I really try to have people have a good time around me. And it's paid dividends in my life, really, because I feel like I'm not a person that does a good job of keeping track of people. And maintaining relationships is hard for me. You know, like calling somebody a lot is hard. But one thing that I've been blessed with is that when I do reconnect with people, when I do see them again, you know, at work or different places, like it's always a happy hello when I see them again. And I attribute it to trying to live this quote and embody this quote. People do remember how you make them feel. And if you do your best to have a good time with people, and it doesn't mean like me, like maybe you don't have like that type of sense of humor. Maybe you don't have the energy to like try to be making people laugh. Like maybe that's not your thing. But that's why it's important to remember, look at yourself from the outside, right? If you're complaining a lot, if you're always talking about your problems, it's not to say that you shouldn't, but that's why I say always, right? Because sometimes we do. Sometimes we want to let people into our feelings. And that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying don't do it, but everything should be measured, you know? And just remember the vibes that you're putting out, right? And if you maybe put some people off by focusing on negatives, not just your negatives, but negatives around you, complaining about things around you, complaining about the job, complaining about having to be somewhere, you know, that might cause people to not always want to be around you. Because if you're always finding the silver lining, it helps people be positive as well, you know? And then you also have to think about the effects. If you're negative to the point where you're making other people feel bad, imagine how you make yourself feel, because you complain to yourself more than everybody. If you complain to 5 different people, right, that was just one moment in each individual's life. But then you just got to remember, you just complained the whole time to 5 different people. So really, really remember like what you're putting out there. See yourself outside of yourself, you know, have that, what's it called? Be self-critical. I think that's how you say it, you know? And again, it's okay. It's okay to say that you are these ways. Like I am this way too. Like I complain a lot, you know? And it's something that I try to change. Now I do balance it because I am a silly person, you know? But I still struggle with this stuff. So don't take all this stuff as like an attack or anything. It's just sometimes it's okay to be honest with ourselves. But remember, make people feel good. It'll make you feel good. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff if you want to. If not, it's cool. But I'll see y'all later. Peace.